Welcome to Parenting Tips with Dr. Glow on the WDKX Podcast Network, where the conversation never ends. I'm reminding you that education is in my DNA. And one of the things about education is your own personal experience. Many times I've been told and I have said, experience is the best teacher. And today I'm sharing with you my own personal experience and how important healthy habits have made a difference. How, like I should say, how important healthy habits are and how they have made a difference in my life in the last 6 months. One of the things that happened to me, as I have shared with you back in 20, yeah, it's hard to say it, but in 2021 was a second reoccurrence of breast cancer. I do believe that I had made several adjustments to my eating, my diet, my physical activity after my first episode 19 years earlier. However, I discovered after all of my treatment, especially the chemotherapy, I experienced pain. I experienced all kinds of discomfort. And I had to make a decision to study things like what foods are causing inflammation and also what type of physical activity can I do even though I had the challenges in my feet. Parents, mom, dad, health issues come. Grandparents are in your lives, aunts and uncles are in your lives, older family members are in your lives. And one of the most important things to remember is that our bodies do change. And so, what is it that can be done to counteract difficulties? I found that my walking was unsteady. I found that I had challenges when it came to lifting and picking up things. So, what did I do? I signed up at the local Y and I became a member of Silver Sneakers. Yep, active older adults exercising for 3 days a week for 1 hour. And what a difference is made over the last 3 months of my life. Also, what I have done is I am now tracking, and this is important, parents and anyone else listening, tracking what I eat in terms of not just calories, but carbs, as well as protein, as well as sugar, as well as fat, as well as fiber. Fiber is so important for my digestive system. I'm ensuring that I'm getting the adequate amount. I don't know if you can notice or not on camera, but I have lost a few pounds and plan to continue my journey. It has been a challenge. Some mornings I don't want to go to the 9 o'clock class. And so I force myself to get my exercise clothes on. And I realize this is a habit that has to become a lifestyle. Change is difficult, but it's change for the better. When my daughters were younger and my husband and I were together, we would go to the Y, and I was habitually working out with him. And we were going to the pool, and the girls were engaged. And I'm happy to say that they continued with their exercise regimen. They continued with their healthy eating habits. Two are vegetarians. But what I realized is that I, Gloria Morgan, moved away from doing what I should have done. And as a result, the pounds and all the other related health issues came. So, why am I talking about this today? Because I would like to challenge you to consider, what are you buying? What are you putting on the table? What are you putting on the plate? What are you putting in your body? And how you can make an adjustment and a change. Health is something that we can't really buy, even though people do, the things that, whether it's the pill or the shot, or they go under the knife and they get all kinds of different types of cosmetic surgery. But the bottom line is, how is your health? It doesn't matter your age, it doesn't matter your gender, doesn't matter your ethnicity, doesn't matter your race. None of that matters. But what does matter is your habits as a result of your health. Consider this. Can I extend my life by a few years by adjusting what I take in? Do the research. Take the time to talk to your primary care physician. And I know people are using AI to ask the bot, what can they do? Whatever you need to do to make the change, consider it and then make a decision. That's my story for this. And it's probably going to be my story unwritten for the rest of my life. What changes can I make to what I have done to make my life better? You have been listening to Parenting Tips with Dr. Glow on the WDKX podcast network, where the conversation never ends. My question for you today is, what habits do you need to change when it comes to your personal health and those within your family, especially your children?